Welcome back to Sports Overtime. Joining me at the touchscreen is former Central Michigan and NFL offensive lineman Brock Gutierrez. Brock, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be back.
First week of football for high school has already started. College doesn't start until next week. What do you see for Central Michigan? What are they doing these first couple weeks in terms of practices, getting ready for 2016?
It's always this time of two-a-days, which is a little bit cut back from what it used to be. It's obviously the coaches need it, the players need it to get their timing right. Offensive line and tailbacks getting all of their timing down, and the quarterbacks and the receivers, and then it's certainly more beneficial for the offense. But one of the big things that coaches are worried about is what's too much, how much is too much practice time, and just keeping everybody healthy.
Staying healthy.
Absolutely.
Romello Ross tore his ACL last week. What do you see for Central Michigan in terms of filling his shoes? I know he's only a sophomore, but he had some games where he had a lot of touchdowns, a lot of passes.
He really emerged last year with the injury to Devin Spalding, and then they had some ineffective games running the football, really not typical of Central Michigan football. So they decided to take Romello Ross off his redshirt year and play him as a true freshman. Played it quite a bit there at the end of the season and had some big breakout games. Eastern Michigan, I think he scored 2 or 3 touchdowns and certainly acquitted himself very well. But to have him get injured like that, it's a blow to CMU's offense. But with Cooper Rush in there at quarterback and with Devin Spalding coming back off of injury, I think they'll make up for him being gone, and that'll give him another redshirt year. Then he'd have Romello Ross for another 3 years after Cooper's gone. So that if he gets healthy and comes back from this injury, it may be just fine. You
mentioned Cooper Rush. People that know Central Michigan football, people that know college football have probably heard his name. He's entering his 5th season, 3rd year as a starter. If he stays healthy, what do you expect from him?
The sky's the limit with Cooper Rush. Coming back and having this 4th year, being the starter, ranked by a lot of college scouting, NFL scouts as about the 5th best quarterback, senior quarterback, so that doesn't include juniors that come out early. But certainly Cooper Rush brings a ton of stuff to the table. His poise, his leadership, he's got a great touch on the ball, he's got a good enough arm to make all the throws. He's got a couple of things to work on, and if he can improve in just a couple of areas, then this offense has the potential to be one of the better offenses in CMU history.
Brock, thanks for joining us. Central Michigan football opens its season on Thursday, September 1st against Presbyterian. We'll have those game highlights, so be sure to tune into Sports Overtime next week.
Fire up Chips.